Welcome to Framework Fortune and welcome back Framework Fortune community. I'm your host Ben and we've got our co-host Hal H&H Trader back in the building with us for tonight's episode of The Last Rip, and we're going to take a look at some of the top gainers on the day, recap any trades that we took, and then see if there are any trades for tomorrow. So Hal, if you're ready, let's dive on in. So the SPY today having a nice sell-off, and it's still in that channel, so we're just still going sideways.
I feel like the SPY is just becoming needless information. It's just gonna go up.
Well, it's not right now though. It's just going sideways in that channel still, like you called out the other day.
I know, but the way that it continues to form these tighter and tighter ranges to the upside. So like if you were to look at that last little dip right there, the bottom of that red candle right there.
Right here.
That you see right there, yeah. It keeps on forming higher and higher lows, getting tighter and tighter to the top. So I'm like, man, this thing, I hope it doesn't break out again.
It might. I kind of expected to get to 450 before it finally had the big correction. And that may be what's happening. We may be consolidating for that big push up. Let's see, what's the top gainer on the day? I think it's NYSC. Yep, EVK is top gainer. 124%. And both of us traded this.
Mm-hmm. EVK actually went into a halt.
And I think it was
when
right
it first
there.
came out. Yeah. So It came out of that halt. I didn't buy exactly out of the halt. I was watching, and I added right into that little green bar right after that red candle indecision.
This one right here, where I got in.
Yep.
It was actually
125 shares right there.
What was your price you got in at?
491, and that was the price that I kept on calling out.
Oh, you beat me. I got in at 495, 100 shares on that same candle. Where'd you lock it out at? This was a nice move that had them two little indecisions and then that nice little pop up right there to 560. And then this is where I tested my patience at all the way through here.
Yeah. I locked out at the top, let's see, 550. I know I got 56 cents on that position. So from the right 491, somewhere up in there.
Okay. Yeah, so you locked it out there. I held through that pop, and then it dropped back down and was just riding right up the purple, but it was so choppy on this consolidation, and I just couldn't really call or get a good read on it to whether or not it was going to rip, and then it finally had this big pop over 6, and then when it started coming back down, I locked out half there in that candle at 579. Looking for it. Tested 6 again on this candle, but cracked, and then that's an indecision followed by the red bear candle there, so it got out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a $75 win for me. Would you lock in?
Nice little profits.
Yeah, you said you locked in 56?
56 cents on that one, on that 125 shares.
Okay, so close. Probably close to the same profit. And this one just had news that they were doing a $5 million share buyback program.
Yep.
So that did bring some hype in.
You said you got a couple of trades?
Yeah, so I took the one trade on EVK, and then I took 2 trades on AHPI. And AHPI got me the first time. AHPI had that spike up, and I think it got halted as well. Yeah, it got halted on that first candle out. And then it started consolidating, making this little flag almost right here. Just some tight consolidation. So I hopped in on that last candle at 939, and then it ended up cracking to the downside of that little consolidation. So I jumped out of it, breaking 9, and I was down $14. And then I went and traded EVK, and I come back, and I saw this was starting to climb up. And I think it was McCowan in the live stream was talking about HPI again. So I saw that indecision candle there, and then saw this green candle start pushing up, hopped in there 50 shares at 905, and just wrote it up for this little pop. Sold part of it, 30 shares at 1045, and then I tried to give it a chance to come back around with 20 shares, and then just getting stopped out there. Made up for my loss. I was down 14, and now that trade made me $40 profit on AHPI instead of that $14 loss. And then it's kind of the same thing. It just kind of went sideways, and it still is having issues breaking 10. We're
Yep.
seeing pops out of it, and we are building some higher bottoms of these candles, but it is really struggling to break that $10. If it does
Yeah, all
get
those the topping tails are really a good indicator that there's a lot of shorts sitting up there, especially on a daily chart for that many topping tails, and then not the gap higher or break higher. That's scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It could break if it gets over 10 strong and holds 10. Then it could really start running. But until it does that, it's sketchy. It still might get
Yeah.
some pops though for some quick day trades like we took on them today, or I did anyway.
The biggest winner for me was MDIA.
You trade as non-volume having stock.
Got 81 cents off of it.
There's not much going on with it at all.
Yep.
Is there any news on this? Yeah, this was one I was talking about this morning. I was talking trash about it because they were using, traders are circulating a Business Insider report.
I saw the initial pump and I was like, okay, well, I guarantee you that there's probably going to be some people that didn't get the news article yet for a second pump. So yeah. I got in literally right on that second green candle. When it pumped up and it gave a little bit of a pullback, got in right there and then rode it to the top and sold off.
Yep, perfect entry. Indecision candle followed by the green bull candle leading to a pop up. Yep. Beautiful play. Very nice.
Yep.
Right to that 850 resistance.
Very low volume.
Yeah. It dumped right after that. Hit 850 and that was it. Yeah, this daily chart's not even pretty.
Nope.
What'd you catch on RMED?
I think it was in a halt at one time, I believe this morning. I think it went into a halt.
Yeah, it had a halt too. I think it was when... Yeah, I think it... Oh, yeah. I was watching this one too, and I saw the halt. I think it was this candle probably. I didn't want to touch this one because it was below the 200 on the daily.
Yeah.
But you got out of there quick because that dumped right afterwards too. And that's what my concern was.
Yeah, it had a weak catalyst, so I already knew it was nowhere I was going to be holding it. So all I was like, hey, give me what you can give me and I'm going to get out. And 50 cents per share is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It looks like they had an FDA filing showing the company received a pre-market notification. So that's not anything to get excited about, I wouldn't think. It doesn't sound very exciting. It's not like approval.
Dumb people do dumb things.
So I am going to mention it. I'm still in BTBT. Added today 10 shares at the break of $10. It ran all the way up to $11.25. Closed today at around 10. Looks like 10.65 is what it's showing. But Bitcoin continues to go up. This thing could continue to go. I'm up $100 on this play. And now it's above the 200-day. Closing above that 200-day and that downtrend. So it does have room to start moving up, probably that 15 area if it can get it. But we'll see. Let's see, DLPN. This was one I watched for a second because they had a push up in pre-market and then it dumped. But got a late run there. What's that run from $9 up to $13.57? So that's a pretty strong close. It's now above all EMAs. That could be one to keep an eye on. Only 7.6 million shares.
What was the catalyst?
Partnership with West Realm Shire Service to create large-scale consumer-facing NFT marketplace. It's a crypto stock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is one to keep on watch as long as cryptos are hot. This is like BTBT. I may be getting into this tomorrow. We'll see.
One that disappointed me this morning was AUTH, I believe. It had that Moderna license. I was like, this can probably make a move. Man, that thing didn't do anything. Nothing.
AUTL, is that what you're talking about?
AUTL, yeah.
Gap up in pre-market and then just dump the rest of the day.
Yep.
But it's below the daily. It's below the 200 on the daily chart. As I said, I'm not trading any stocks under the EMAs on the daily chart anymore. I'm only trading ones that are above it. They have more probability to break out in my experience. Like you can get some pops out of these, but you just don't usually get continuations.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're not looking for continuation when you trade these under the EMAs. You're looking to get to the EMAs and take profit.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can do that for
Yeah.
sure.
Got a nice green day to start off the month. First day trading the month green. So I think you got a green day as well. So starting off the
Absolutely.
month good.
He has 115, and then I'm up 100 on BTBT for the swing. So,
Nice.
so
All
Hal, what
right.
do you
Well,
think we're looking like this week? Still choppy, it seems like.
I like it. This is it seems like it's getting a spark back in the, because we saw a stock go up 120 something percent today.
That's
And we
true.
saw a couple of other big volatility stocks, maybe not up 100%, but still giving some good moves. And we saw a lot of halts. So
Yeah, it was a.
maybe it's starting to spice up. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's starting to become that time of year, in my experience. End of the year.
Yep.
The low float, small cap world of trash can stocks, they get excited and start getting frisky every day. So if we start moving into that, it'll be a good way to end the year. That's pretty much it, guys, for this episode of The Last Rip. We will be back tomorrow morning on both channels doing the live stream day trading and be connecting at 8 a.m. Central Time, where we will discuss watch lists and then split off for our trading. If you haven't checked out H&H Traders channel yet, go check it out. Appreciate everybody joining us always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.